My child, my dear child, you are so young. How could you understand the history of our family? The House of Saleirik was a great family in these towns, in these cities, and inside the jungles. But there was always some kind of darkness beneath, some kind of a lion, a strange and mystical thread behind the family story. A lion, because one of their ancestors have been cursed, so there was a curse in the family, and that might have been the reason for those ravens. An old man once said to me that when the ravens are gathering near that old ship in the river, you know, that white ship and black ravens, in that morning the story of the House Saleirik will be over, and we will meet our judgment. I don't know if those stories are true, and there are so many languages in this realm, may I say, across the rivers, in the towns. The family of Saleirik came originally from those regions that are near Europe, not quite Europe, may I say, like borderline places, and from those places our family came. They went to big ships. Those were ships of great steam, and some say that those ships were also cursed because they were totally new technology at that time, and some people did not like them, so some people cursed those ships, and that might be one aspect in this whole picture. picture is unclear. There were many generations in our family, in our great house. They were living in small villages. They were settlers in this new world, in this strange and new world. But soon there was born a great man from our house. His name was Pedro Saleirik, and he decided to make changes to the environment, and he decided to make great banana plantations inside the jungle. Some tribes did not like that, although some tribes were happy and they said, "Look, this man is bringing the civilization upon us. He will bring us money and great jewels and machines, yes, big boats, so we can travel, and he will bring a machine that will crush these trees in our rainforests." And Pedro continued his walk, but one day he decided to make an expedition to an unknown area. The original people said that Pedro should not go to that area inside the dark jungle. They say that there are many parts of the jungle that are jungle of light, but that there is also the jungle of darkness behind. And if you go too deep to those dark woods, you might find yourself walking into eternal dark forests of your own soul inside your head. Then you might find an old temple, a pyramid, but just a vision. It does not exist. And in that moment, the madness has come. Oh, Pedro Saleirik, how far will you go? What are you going to find? And Pedro's dear daughter, Miranda, tried to warn Pedro, don't go to that black and dark jungle, because those people are saying that it would be cursed. You have this business now. You can even bring an opera house. Yes, opera house. And a theater inside this jungle, and give light, bring the enlightenment here to this jungle. So why would you go so deep into the darkness? But Pedro said, my daughter, you are sweet, a sweet daughter, but all this is not enough. My guts, my instinct tells me that there is more, even much more. Great hidden places. I have to find them. There might even be a hidden city full of gold inside the jungle. And so Pedro left. He gave his banana business and other trade centers and all his sawmills and factories to her daughter. And Pedro said, now you will bring that opera house here into that jungle. And so Pedro left and went deep. Oh, Pedro, where did you go? Did you find yourself from there? Or did you find only the eternal horrors of the non-existence? Oh, Pedro, why? You were a man. Now you are a ghost of the jungles. great business. All that great, those rivers and bananas and ships and trade centers. They were left to his daughter. It is unknown who was the mother of his daughter. Some unknown woman from the tribes. It is a mystery to us, but anyway, his daughter was Miranda Saleirik. And after Pedro's disappearance, his daughter Miranda was changed. She had been a sweet and innocent girl, but now a grown-up woman, and she was tough, and there was a great sparkling light in her eyes, some kind of strange blackness in her eyes, but inside that blackness there was this sparkling light. Yes, my child, do you see it? In her eyes. Maybe she was sad, very sad, because her father had gone. Or was there something else, may I ask? Some kind of madness, or maybe not madness, but some kind of strange cruelty. Could it be? Could it be, my child? And from old documents and from old papers, it's possible to read that Miranda was quite cruel. Quite cruel to those who were walking in those banana plantations. Sometimes they rebelled, those tribes, but without any success. Still young, but so cruel and wicked to other people. She did not spend her money to precious stones or to gold. She conserved her money, but the business starts to prosper like never before. She was rebuilding her father's legacy and improving its fortifications. She is known to have rebuilt many roads, canals, and constructed a moat and a wall around their cities. She also started to build her own army to use it for defense more often than offense. Pedro Saleirik and now his daughter Miranda, they have brought a new era that will rise like a thunderbolt. And so Miranda was trying to find allies from other countries, from civilized countries, like she said. She sent a lot of letters and also started to travel in this world. And apparently she saw many great things and many evil things. And those things she saw shaped her destiny and her character. And finally she was hard like a rock in that mountain where the strange ravens are gathering. And so she found a husband. Yes, she found a man to herself from another country. And apparently they had at least one child. The story of that child is interesting, but in the end Miranda also brought the opera house into the jungle and a theater and a great library. Most people could not even read, but still there was a great library full of great old books which no one could read. So her unnamed husband said, "We have to build schools to this area so the members of these tribes could learn to read." But Miranda said, I wonder if they will learn it. They are so wild. Her husband said, I have heard that your own mother was a wild thing from the jungle. And Miranda said, I would not want to talk about that. But they started to build schools to that area, and people started to learn to read. The problem was that there was so many languages in that area. English, Spanish, Portuguese, German, French. There were also some Chinese people living in their secret village. And there was one town in that Raven Mountain where people from Samerhammerkistanjola lived. No one knew when they had come, but there they were, like snakes. It is strange lion that has always been some kind of a shadow of this family, like a shadow house, the House of Saleirik, but also the shadow house of Saleirik. Something that wants to build and something that wants to destroy all. And maybe one day this old mystery will bring the doom upon us, and this great house will be no more. We still have to respect our history, how those brave pioneers came to this place, wild jungles. That is important, my child. You always have to remember your roots. Miranda had a daughter. Already in early age, his daughter was a wild child. She ran in the hills, in the jungles, and her behavior was not completely decent. She was active in many ways, and her mother, will this girl be the next leader of our realm, to lead all these people, all these schools and the opera house? But the eyes of this girl were innocent. There was some kind of deep light in those eyes, like the light of the sun when it goes through the sparkling, fragile leaves in a rainforest. And there are drops of water and something glittering in the ground, almost like a diamond. But it's only water in the ground. Too deep to the forest of your soul and enter into those caves. No one knows what they will find from there. Who are you, anyway, my child? Who could know it? What is inside your head? There, somewhere, in the deep waters, inside your mind. You think that you are alive because you are thinking, you have thoughts. But what if those thoughts are just fooling us? Well, maybe we should not talk too much about that kind of things. Anyway, his daughter was named Judy. Judy Saleirik was a difficult girl to her mother, and when Judy grew older, in her teenage years, she said, "I don't want to live in this jungle. I don't want to continue your walk. I want to move to America." "You fool," her mother said. Miranda Saleirik was very angry to her daughter, and Miranda said, "What do you think that you will find from America? Some kind of American dream? We have our own dream here. We are living that dream every day." But Judy Saleirik said, "It is not my dream, and never will be. I will move to America." And so she did. It's a strange fate that no matter how far you will go, you will always meet those things that you left behind. And in America, Judy, she thought that I will make a fortune here in the land of opportunities, in the land of the free. But no more than 3 years have passed when Judy was fallen into the dark side of America. So she sent a letter to her mother and said, "Everything is okay. I love you, Mom. everything is okay. I don't need your help. I will grow and prosper, live happily ever after in America. But when she wrote that letter, large tears were coming from her eyes, because she knew that this would be the last letter that she would ever write to her dear mother. And so Judy was fallen into that darkness, into deep waters of America, to that shadow realm that lies beneath. Oh Judy Saleirik, where are you? What has happened to you? Did you finally find peace? And in what way? Peace to your life. Maybe you found the love of your life. Maybe a rich husband, or maybe a job which gave you a lot of money, or maybe you found peace from a graveyard. Oh Judy Saleirik, what have you done? What have become of us? And so Miranda Saleirik continued her trade deals. She built new ships, new plantations, new trade centers. But where his story finally brought her, did he follow her father into that deep jungle? Or did she live her life happily, and as an old lady she remembered her life and said, I had a great life. Who could know it? Oh, Pedro Saleirik, you started all did that lion took you over control? You know, Pedro, there are things in this world that you can understand, places where you can go, but in this world there are also things that you should left untouched. Yes. Oh, Pedro Saleirik, did you went too deep into your own soul and made that eternal mistake? Are you in heaven now? Or are you in flames? In flames, Pedro. What did you find? We are only people, only human being, only human being. And if we will go too deep to that castle of our soul, we will find only nothingness, only the void. Good night, my child. Sleep tight. Don't care about the nightly noises. They are not evil noises. They are just the wind in that deep green jungle.